on tape. They got Willow and Michael on tape at this point. Now, I don't know for real, but on tomorrow's episode, they asking 88 Turner who she wants to go after. Nina tells Willow about Curtis. Curtis trying to work with Drew now. Trina still got an attitude. Isaiah now knows that he could be a father. Michael just in the end up revealing that they into each other. Molly still ain't talked to Cody about what she saw. And the last thing is that Luke is trying to help Britt get her medical license back. Excuse me. But hey, y'all, welcome back to another review of Life of Chesties for General Hospital, December 11th, 2025. First things first, let me know y'all thoughts on this episode down below. What did y'all think? Did y'all like the episode? Look, finally, we getting some answers around here. No. When they first, okay, now, what was it? What scene did they show? I think it was when Curtis told Jordan he needs her help. Then next thing you know, they showed her calling Drew, saying she has a message for him. Then he tells Willow that he has to go. And he shows up at the police station to see Curtis. And Curtis said they got to figure out a way. He wants to work with him, basically, to figure out a way that they can help each other. And I said the only way that would work is if they got Michael. The only way that would work is if they target Michael. So I'm like, okay, this ain't going to never be over, y'all. I'm like, this ain't going to never be over. But then Nathan and Dante was talking about how they didn't get the footage for another road or whatever. And I said, Michael, go to jail. I said, Michael going to jail. But then when they looking at it, they was like, that's our answer right there. And then on tomorrow's episode, they showed a preview where they talking to 88 Turner and they saying, you know, who do you want to go after? And I'm like, look, at this point, lock them all up. At this point, lock them all up. Do y'all think that Mike is going to be arrested on tomorrow's episode? Let me know down below. Then Willow's supposed to be over at the Quartermains, too. I said, she's so hard-headed. I mean, I understand because, you know, them her kids, and she want to see them, and she hasn't, and they want to see her. They just don't want to be around Drew. And if she listen, but yeah, she still don't want Drew. She was over here looking at the ring and stuff. I said, that's right, take it off. I said, I don't think he just going to let you go so easily, though. I said, I don't think he going to let you go that easily, sweetheart. He going to be targeting you the way he don't target everybody else. But okay, on today's new episode, we're going to start with Alexis, Nina, Drew, Willow. Nina telling Willow how Curtis got arrested, so, you know, the charges can be dropped. And Alexis says, not so fast, or whatever. We don't know yet what the charges are. So Suzanne got in contact with her people. They end up revealing that Selena Wu is involved, and Alexis confirmed that there is a huge possibility that the charges can be dropped. And she over here smiling and stuff. And before that, I think Nina was talking to her, and she was like, what are you going to do now? And she started, like, twisting the ring out. Look, she ready to take it off already. She ready to take it off already. That's when Drew ends up saying he has a meeting. He need to get on a meeting call or something. I said, liar. What else? I think that's all that happened with them, with Alexis now. Elizabeth, Christina, Molly. Christina was talking to Elizabeth at first. She said she was there for her allergy shots, and Elizabeth kept rubbing her eyes like, what's going on here? I said, I hope she ain't got that cream that Maxie had. Look, I'm over here trying to figure it out. I be thinking stuff bigger than what it is. I was like, she done got the same cream Maxie had. Something going on with her eyes. Hold up. But they said something about, what did they say? Let me find it. Eyelid mites or something like that. Did they say it from dust? I don't know, y'all, but some with her eyelids inflamed and stuff. Felicia had her see a doctor. That's when they said her eyelids was inflamed. Christina and Molly was talking. Molly came to support Christina. Christina tried to get her to talk about Cody, but she didn't, and she hasn't talked to him yet. She ain't talked to him yet. And I was like, see, that's how stuff go on for as long as it go on, because people don't want to communicate no more. I said, just talk to him. I said, just talk to him or whatever. But yeah, that's all they was talking about. And they was just bonding and everything. She ends up telling her that she's working on a book. She said the only other person that she told is Rick, her daddy. That's all they was talking about. Dante and Jordan. Jordan was wondering, you know, why Curtis had got arrested. And he wanted her to sign a statement just confirming what she said and what Curtis said or whatever. And she just kept talking about maybe Dante just don't want to see his brother get charged and stuff like that. And he's like, he's not even the one in charge of the case or whatever. He's let it go to Chase and Dante. I mean, Chase and Nathan. And she just was mad. So she ends up leaving. And of course, she went to see Curtis. Curtis was talking to Trina and Kai. They was questioning him about why he lied to the police. He ends up saying that he was with Selena Wu, but he started to do business with her, but he changed his mind. She started talking about Jordan this and Jordan that. And he's like, I didn't cheat with Jordan. We was friends during that time or whatever. That kiss you saw, that just happened. That it just happened. And she don't believe nothing he's saying. She over here worried about her mama. Meanwhile, her mama over here pregnant by another man, allegedly. We don't know yet. But yeah, and she mad. And when Jordan came to look, she be looking at her. She be giving her the look. I'm telling you. She was giving her the look or whatever. But yeah, she was bothered. She ends up saying she about to leave. So she was talking to Kai saying how she don't know her daddy. If he could cheat on my mom, and he can't even see how manipulative Jordan is. I said, I always say that your mama is manipulative. It's the fact that she running around saying that they had something going on when they didn't originally. And she knew she was laid up with this man multiple times. It's crazy. It's crazy. And look, I'm still waiting on them to get caught. Like, you study on Curtis' case. I mean, technically now he is a cheater too because he kissed somebody else that wasn't his wife. But yeah, I was like, when they show Isaiah, he went in there, he hurry up went in there with Portia or whatever, and I thought they was gonna be kissing, and I thought Trina was gonna find out her mama was in the hospital. She was gonna walk in there and see them kissing or something. I was like, oh, the cat's out the bag. No, not yet, not yet. And she still don't look like she gonna tell Curtis the truth about Isaiah yet. But yeah, Jordan and Curtis, I think that's when Curtis ends up saying he want her help, and she ends up passing the message along to Drew. Portia, Isaiah, Britt. Isaiah was with Portia when she was having pains and stuff like that. He trying to calm her down. Britt ends up coming in, and they was going back and forth, and she was like, she need to be examined now. She can't lose this baby. She said in front of Isaiah. So Isaiah was looking at her. She was looking at Isaiah. Britt asked Isaiah to leave. He leaves. He out there looking in the hallway, having flashbacks of when they was sleeping together and stuff. Britt examines her, and she was like, she would say that she dehydrated and stressed, so she needed to drink water and, relax. But she ends up having Isaiah go get Lucas. Go get Lucas or whatever to run tests because, she can't. So he does it or whatever. Did they say what the test said? Did they ever say what the test showed? I can't remember. I bet y'all say I can't. It's a lie. I don't remember, and I just watched it literally about 2 minutes ago. Well, not 2 minutes ago because this is at, 7 minutes? So about 7 minutes ago. But yeah, what else? After Britt left, because Lucas wanted to talk to Britt privately, so they went outside to talk. He hurried up, went back in their room, and he got straight to it. He was like, am I the father? She was like, I don't know yet. I was waiting until I get a paternity test. She was like, in 1 week she'll be able to get a paternity test. So what, next week? So next week she should be able to get that paternity test, right? And he's like, would she ever had told him? And she was like, yeah, of course I would have told you. I learned last time with Curtis how I kept him from Trina and stuff like that. How you learn and you still running around lying? You ain't learned nothing. All you been doing since you got here is lying. Literally, all you been doing is lying. And they were just talking, and he just over here smiling and stuff like that. She looking like she's so worried because she don't know what's what. She don't know if it's true that he the father, or if Curtis the father, or whatever. She don't know what she want either. She don't know what she want either. Lucas and Britt. Excuse me. So Britt was like, if you want to write me up, then you can. And he was like, no, or whatever. And he was like, he want to give her a letter of recommendation so that, she could get her medical license back. She was happy and stuff like that. I think they're going to end up being cool. They might end up having to save each other because they both in a predicament. They going to end up having to save each other. They might as well get cool right now. But yeah, Jacinda, wait, we already talked about Felicia and Elizabeth. She seen her rubbing her eyes. That's when she told her to go to the doctor. She went, and she had, her eyelids was inflamed, and they said eyelid mites or something like that. Jacinda was in the office trying on dresses, knowing doggone well she ain't got no business. I was waiting on somebody to come in. But I thought Nina and Drew was going to walk in at first because he hadn't made it to Curtis' cell yet. But yeah, she done tried on dresses. Michael walked in and seen her. They got to talking about alibis and how Curtis got arrested, and they looking for evidence in the office, and how he still talking about how he don't want Willow out because, she's still a deadbeat. Not deadbeat, but she an unfit mother. She an unfit mother or whatever, and she trying to part ways with him because she feel like that's going to hurt his case of keeping his kids, and he like, no, or whatever. That's not what this is. He really into her, and she agrees that she into him. They start kissing and all this other stuff. I said, don't do it in the office. Then she was like, I can't mess up this dress. So she takes the dress off. So they kissing and stuff, about to do it, and Nina walks in. Or whatever. But yeah, that's all that happened with them. Michael and Nathan, I think that's when he walked in the office and he was saying he had to have a warrant, and he gave him a warrant and he started searching. But I don't think they came up with nothing. That's when Dante and Nathan was talking about they got the video footage from one route, but they didn't get the video footage from another route. I said, Michael, you in trouble. I said, Michael, when they said that, I said, Michael, because Tracy said she seen him out there. He said he got out the car or whatever, but he got back in. And on tomorrow's episode, like I said at the beginning of this, they saying, you know, who do you want to go after? So I was like, look, everybody going to jail for lying. I was like, Michael and Willow. I said, I want to know. Come on now. It's been long enough now. Tomorrow, Friday, there'll be the perfect opportunity. Show us that it was Willow and Michael there. Michael seen her or something. Because, man, I don't know. I think that would be the perfect thing because I can't think of nobody else it could be. I couldn't think of nobody else. Michael claimed he didn't do it. He still want Willow to get charged, though. But, yeah, I said he keeps saying how he didn't do it. But, you know, just because you say you didn't do it doesn't mean you actually didn't do it. But, yeah, Willow, I said, look, that'd be perfect. Look, they got both of them on video footage. Both of their cars. I said, Michael, they got you. They got you now. Well, yeah, what else? I already said Trina said Jordan is manipulative. Michael thinks him and Jacinda have something real. I think that's it. I think we covered everything. I know this at the end, and I was like, what did they see? Because they was like, that's it, there's our answer. I was like, but at the same time, you can't, if you ain't got their fingerprints on the weapon and all this other, can you still do that? If they see Michael out there, but they don't see him actually go towards the, well, I think with the route thing, they only see his car going there. But if they don't actually see his fingerprints on there or anything like that, can they really charge him regardless? I don't know. Well, they tried to charge Willow, though. They had her. They had her. But yeah, that's it. I also, like I've been steady saying when all this started, I said if Michael got video footage or evidence showing that he's seen her plant that weapon or something like that, look, perfect Friday. Perfect Friday. But yeah, that's it. That's all. Let me know y'all thoughts on this episode down below. What did y'all think? Did y'all like the episode? Stay tuned for the next review. Until next time, deuces. Have a great rest.